I was gonna do something. Oh yeah, see if there's a way to check my reputations. Here we go. Titles. What did I get from Barrack anyway? He fears me. He's appalled by my barbaric words and actions. Powerful attack that traps nearby enemies in twisted spires of rock, petrifying them for a short time. What would I get if I had loyalty from him? Damaging enemies nearby. Doesn't look like I have a way of checking my titles. Wait, maybe here? Records. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of stuff there. Conquest. I could read the biography of my conquest, but I saw it, but I didn't really get it. I don't really understand what the benefit would be. So I didn't do it. Is there a level cap? Most damage taken for... Oh. Most times knocked out, Lantry 3. Oh, can I? That's an interesting question. Yeah, I saw that you can lock them to avoid leveling them up, but I just understand what the point of it would be. Peter Quip, are you a merchant? There's level scaling in this game, gaining XP skills you don't care about or actively use, leveling them up with results in your XP level increasing fast without gaining any real power in terms of skill growth. I'm going to ignore that. I'm gonna see if I can make it, without locking the skills. Just kind of like organically level up my characters. If this game starts to get too hard, I'll just decrease the difficulty. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've had that problem, not in Oblivion because I knew about it in Oblivion, but in Morrowind, I had that problem. Thanks. Yeah, thankfully, I'm pretty sure I can change the difficulty at any time. Yeah, so not too worried about it. Where's the shop, man?
Will do.
Wants the iron. I guess I'll go to... I played Morrowind and Oblivion. Everybody loves Skyrim, but I never tried it. I don't know. They're not my favorite style of game. I liked the Morrowind a lot more when I was younger, but then when I started kind of playing the games again, I was like, no, this isn't really what I'm into anymore. I wanted to... Character. Equip? Talents? No. Equipment. Oh, right, I remember what I want to do. I want to see if Verse had any new things to say before I moved on. Then I'll save Lantry for later. How do I talk to people again? Select them. Ah, right here. I like at the time I really liked the sandbox openness of it, but I think as I got older, for whatever reason, I tended to like games that are more focused. And I find because of the open world nature of those games, they tend not to be a very condensed experience either. So like you spend a lot of time walking and stuff, which I don't. I like to have stuff happening all the time now. How did you do that? Verse looks at you with quizzical expression. What are you babbling about? Don't be an ass. This is serious business. Back in the Archon's war tent, you cast an edict as casually as reading a supply shipment. How did you do that? Am I the Overlord? That'd be silly. Does the Overlord even exist? Is it a lie? Am I lying? I bet I'm lying. The edict isn't real, it's false. No, I use it to light the place on fire. Maybe that was a ruse. Well, I've done it before. You cast the Edict of Fire on the Vellum Citadel. I heard about it. How Kairos' anger raised a volcano from under the sage's own fortress. That was some impressive work. Yep, that was me, all right. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like using a scroll or something. Well, call me impressed. Considering that you've read the words of Kairos more than once, I'm surprised that you're even alive to tell of it. Your vocal cords should have turned to ash by now. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. It's just worth recognizing what you've done. Not only are you Tunon's Fatebinder, you're the mouthpiece of the Overlord. Gives me plenty of reason to stick around. You're going places, and I want to see where they lead. If you say so, I have some questions for you.
What do you need?
All right. I want to ask about our travels.
What did you have in mind?
What do you think of our present circumstances? Well, there's an edict hanging over our heads. As far as I'm concerned, the incompetence of the disfavored got us into this mess, and it will take the fury of the Scarlet Chorus to get us out of it. In other words, nothing ever changes. And what do you think of our travel companions? Anyone in particular? What do you think of Lantry in particular? I've been meaning to ask you about him. Lantry is talkative, reads when he isn't writing, and brings as much to the battlefield as a sick bird. The warriors at your side shouldn't suffer from Elder's ache in their sword arm. You would be better served to be putting him out of his misery. I like Lantry. I consider him a friend. Oh, pardon the fuck out of me, Fatebinder. If I had known we were out to make friends, I would have brought my tea set and some stalwart hardcakes. I don't trust Lantry, and he's going to get us killed. If I see him twitch, I just might make the first move myself. Oh, okay, that's enough about Lantry, Verse. What do you think of Barrack? Well, I'll give him some due credit. He's more complicated than he looks. He's still an intolerant and unapologetic bastard, but that's more his business than mine. Back to my previous questions. All right, I'm listening.
Go ahead, Fatebinder.
Wait.
What did you have in mind?
I guess that's it. All right, caught up with their conversations.
Right.
All right. Oh, my missive is back. Velian, the wrath of the Overlord falls heavily upon those who have earned it, and we are but instruments of Kairos' terrible will. Disobedience, incompetence, and betrayal require the harshest possible response, lest the world falter and descend again into anarchy. Forget not who you serve, and know that all you do in the name of order and tranquility. That name is Kairos.
Can't do that. Will do.
Refresh my browser. Keep having network errors. Twitch chat's having problems. Okay. I should probably... Oh, there's a world map. I didn't realize that. Can I travel to them? No. Okay, journal. Journal? Journal. Quests. Echocall Crossing. See, I'm concerned that doing this will accidentally trigger this. Suppose I'll find out.
On the lookout.
Keep watch. The enemy may strike again any moment. Oh wait, Antio? I recognize that face. Can't remember what his voice sounded like though. Back over here. Maintain defensive posture. Winded, the disfavored commander clutches his blood-stained chest piece as he takes a deep breath, gathering his thoughts. His focus is on the scattered, wounded men around him. He has yet to notice you. Bitter quip. Your plan has been a rousing success. Most of our troops dead, a bridge destroyed, and the Vendrian Guard pushes back to where we started. Ladies and gentlemen, the finest the North has to offer. And for your next act, I needed those Furies on point. Don't mock my strategy after working against it. We could have taken them. Fatefinder Velian? The Bloodshunter's eyes alight with recognition and glee. I did not think Tunon would send you. What an honor. Thanks to you, we now thrive in the Bloodshunter's Guild. Oh, sure, a few of our peers in the School of Wild Wrath did not see fit to convert with us, but the voices had a long chant with them. Conquest decision. While most of the mages of the tiers were slow to contend with Kairos' armies, the Pyromasters of the School of the Wild Wrath were all too eager to join the fight. Far more dangerous than the average tiersman levy, these fire mages become the focus of a joint disfavored and Scarlet Chorus assault. With the two armies unable to agree on a strategy, you used your authority as a reigning Fatebinder to champion the Scarlet Chorus plan of action. Rather than simply destroying the fiery mystics, the mages were to be lured into dialogues with the voices of Nerat. Some willingly came around to the Archon's philosophies, the rest became fodder for the Nerat's curiosity. Many of the elders in the Bloodchanters guilds are these turncoats of the School of Wild Wrath. They now wield their fire for the glory of Kairos. What is happening? Shouldn't you be on the other side of the bridge by now? We tried to push the western bridge, blow for blow. We had them running, but... His gaze drops along Sai escapes. But halfway across... what was his voice? I forgot already. Halfway across, the whole damn river just... The Bloodshunter gesticulates, flailing for words. Lurched up! The cursed Mitanni swallowed the bridge and most everyone on it. Only real soldiers we have left are the Scarlet Furies that I, quite wisely, directed into a flanking position. A few of us kept our footing, but the advantage was lost and we had to fall back. As we did, the Oathbreakers surged down the east bridge. We held ground until they fled back across the river. But now we're back where we started with only a fraction of the strength. A direct attack was a dumb idea. Bitterquip was wise to hold a reserve. And this is how the conquest ends. Kairos' edict slays us all because Cousins Mary Antio is born, and our overlord's finest waddled into a trap. You are the chosen one. Antio, Kairos chose you to get us all killed. Infinite wisdom, my gangrenous nut. Had we focused our strength into one perfect lunge, we could have crossed the bridge before the enemy knew what was killing them. But it's not too late. We can use the Scarlet Furies to... No! Fool! Stop suggesting ways to get my gang killed. Are you working for the Oathbreakers? We should wait until the enemy is no longer on high alert. If Antio's plan isn't a good one, what would you suggest instead? There is time for initiative and a time for patience. We should try a different part in the river, or come back later. The enemy is too wary of us now. You should get that not looked at. Probably. Are you in such a rush to see Kairos' edict come to pass? Sorry, Quip, but I'll strap you to my back and charge down that other bridge alone. But doing nothing isn't an option. Well, we can sit around and wait for Kairos' edict to kill us, or we can do something. If there was a hearing of grievances, I'd let you call the shots, but we were talking about the lives of my gang. Conscripts are a copper a dozen, but Furies, I have worked hard to secure the loyalty of my gang. I will not scrap fine warriors or on so buffoonish a plan. I suppose I'll have to tell the voices of Nerat that his agents were soft and cowardly in the face of opposition. Huh? think your words could change? The chanter smiles wide. I meant to say, perhaps the Fatebinder is right. Antio is in charge. When you meet next with the Archons, you will tell the voices I was instrumental in the success of the crossing. Just like that, the disfavored warrior crumples his face in his palm. No, wait, I won't question it. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Yes, you had best be thanking me and the Fatebinder. We've saved the disfavored time and time again. What's one more? How's it going, Miz? How are you today? Listen up. For this to work, my Furies need a moment to get out of cover. Fatebinder, you need to run up the East Bridge. Don't get yourself killed, just draw their attention. I'll signal my Furies to send a rope across while you have them occupied. Tired and hungry. Why are you tired? There's no time to waste. Let's hope your gang delivers. Antio turns to you, nodding with a heavy frown. Thank you, Fatebinder, and good hunting. Just woke up. That's a good reason to be tired. Especially if you didn't sleep enough. I didn't sleep enough. I had insomnia last night. Fell asleep at 11:30. Woke up at 1:30. And then couldn't fall asleep again until like 6 in the morning. Hey. You still here, Erosion? If you're still here, I think I'm going to try to pass a bunch of time and see what happens if we let the time limit run out.
Moving cautiously.
Okay. I should have come here yet. I'm gonna save the game. I forgot I wanted to try that. I'm gonna go back to the camp where there's... Okay, so gather my party, please.
Yes.
Thank you. So I can use the tent there to just rest repeatedly. Watch, it's gonna be one of those things where it, that'd be so cruel. If it's like, near the Nier games when you get the true endings. Just deletes your save. Can I press enter? Yes, enter works. Are you asking how long the time limit is, or what's the consequence of the time limit? It originally was 7 days. At the time that I just started trying to pass all this time, it was 5 days. It is now 1 day. It's right here next to my bar at the top, where it has that little symbol, then it says 1. Hey Miz, guess what I found out? You're not supposed to know about that. All right. Here it is. Here it is. Erosion. While the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus argued, unable to decide on a plan of attack, thereby delaying their assault on the Citadel, Kairos' Day of Swords came to an end. When the last of the sunlight fell behind the mountains, the weight of the Overlord's edict descended upon all who remained in Vendrian's Well. As a price for failing to satisfy Kairos' demands, everyone in the valley was struck down. When the remnants of the Tears finally succumbed, this moment was spoken of as the point when all resistance to Kairos ceased. I beat the game! I did it! I conquered the Tears. Next game. Can I skip it? 32 times? Good game. Yeah. You know, It was a little shorter than I was expecting. What a hero. All I had to do was sacrifice myself and everybody in the valley. And the Overlord got his way. That should tell us something, that actually, in a way, the Overlord does have a scrap of mercy. Oh, I have to close my door. Be right back. Hi, you work? Okay, I think the schedule says 5:30. Okay. My common law partner just got home and thought she was getting home later, and she doesn't like the camera, so I had to close the door. Also, I get self-conscious. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Ms. Yeah, you can't tax the dead, that's true. That's something that... I'm not in the right place. Where's my actual save? Seriously? Did I not actually save when I saved? What time is it? No, I didn't. Darn it! Here, I'll load this one. This is the one. Okay. Okay, so Ms, what I found out... I think I did save. I think it's right here. Delete